Welcome everybody to the DF Barnes Arena for the third and final game of this three-game set between the Pinnacle Growlers and the Central Impact. Unfortunately, last night's game got a bit out of hand. Loads of penalties. There was even a line brawl in last night's game, and it was a bit of a blowout, 8-2 win for the Growlers. But hopefully tonight's game will be a lot like the first, a civil one and a great game. We're hoping for some overtime here on this Sunday morning. Gotta say, the Impact always come to play. They're always out here first. Their full team comes out really early before the rink attendant can even shovel the snow off the ice. That's how fast they get out here. All right, everybody, before we get started, this first period is brought to you by NL Kubota. NL Kubota is very committed to their customers, products, and staff. NL Kubota continues to grow and surpass market share averages for every other market in North America, and it is considered by its suppliers to be exemplary in both sales and service performance. This has resulted in numerous awards from the brands it resells. For those of you viewers in Central, it's not just here in town we have Kubota. There's a Kubota store out in Gander as well. So go check that out. All right, both teams ready to get underway. The final time they'll play each other this weekend. What a weekend it has been. Really has had it all in these first two games. Let's see what this third game will have in store. The Growlers have already won this three-game series, but let's see if the Impact can get a victory here and maintain that second place spot in the leaderboard. Impact have had a great start to the season. Just a bit of a rough weekend after that overtime loss. So some good news for everyone watching tonight. I'm sure everyone was wondering how Jack Chafe is doing. He is home. He's still a little bit shaken up, but he is okay, which is so good to see. And hopefully he'll have a speedy recovery and he'll be back very, very soon to play with the Pinnacle Growlers. So we're very thankful that he is okay. Harnham left it behind for Nick Devereaux, leads defenseman in points this season. Huzzy over to Maloney. And that's off the boards, and it's Connor Huzzy taking it up the other way. Vardy trying to get it from him. Huzzy turns back. Given away in the impact, bring it up the other side. Pilgrim tried to get it into the zone. Pilgrim gets it back, and he takes it again. Off the boards, here goes O'Brien. Trying to come in on goal. King back for Parsons. And the Growlers regroup it in their own end. Pilgrim up for Parsons, and he slides it ahead. Growlers look to go on the attack here. Kosh got it taken away, but Chafe gets it back. Pass out front, Chafe with a ripper, and Lynch with the save. So lots of APs in action for both teams here this morning. Noah Bound for the Central Impact, and Drew Parsons for the Pinnacle Growlers, and Connor Williams, who is out on the ice right now, actually. O'Brien out to Williams. Williams with the shot, saved by Lynch. Chafe out in front to O'Brien, goes wide. Russell banks it down the ice, and it is going to be an icing call. Well, folks, last night, the Toronto Maple Leafs beat the Minnesota Wild, and was I ever happy about that? I mean, it felt like I was dreaming how good they played last night. If they're going to win it any year, it's going to be this year. They got a really good playoff team. They got a lot of grit, which is what they needed, and it seems like they're playing loose hockey now. It was like they were afraid to make mistakes, afraid to do this, but now, I mean, Austin Matthews is a key example of it. He's just going out and playing the hockey that he always plays, and back-to-back hat tricks for him. I think this Leafs team looks really good this year. Knight tried to backhand it in. Price intercepted. Williams is going to chase it down. Boland. Andy Knight moves in. It's given away. Nolan Avery just couldn't get it on his stick. Banked off the boards. Pilgrim try to keep it in. Boland gonna chase. Maloney passes it over to O'Brien. Trying to take it to the net. Boland gets it again, and it's going to be a too many men on the ice call here for the Pinnacle Growlers. So for the first time this morning, the Impact are going to be on the power play. One out to the blue line to Fowler. Over to Green, blocked by Kearley. Fowler sent ahead. Tucker moves in. Here's Green. Off the boards, and Fowler leading the charge. Fowler, pass across, saved by Harnham, and cleared down the ice by the Growlers. Joey Green with it again. Pass across to Fowler. Fowler to the net, shoots off the side. Debro gets it out of the zone, and some breathing room again for the Growlers as Lynch leaves it for Green. Hughes coming up through the middle. Nice pass across to Ingram. Ingram comes in, turns back, tries to get it out to the point, and he does. Hughes back into the corner. Huzzy clears it all the way down the ice. Out comes Lynch, kind of filling in for Scott Kirby here, coming out of the net to play the puck. Russell to Hughes, and it's given away. Connor Huzzy, who's had an amazing weekend so far, brought down by Strickland. He's had 3 goals, an assist, and a fight. So he's had a Gordie Howe hat trick this weekend. Here's Ingram coming in and shooting just wide of the net. It bounced back out in front, but Harnham got across. O'Brien clears it all the way down. Hughes is going to chase, and that's a successful penalty kill by the Pinnacle Growlers. Here's Hughes. Down low, Fowler. Dumped around again, and King is just going to get there. King across for Price. Sent up the middle, dumped in. Devereaux banks it off the boards. Canes. Up for Williams, off the boards to Skinner. And now here goes Bolin. Noah Bolin coming to the net. Price pushes him up against the boards. Skinner trying to get it out to Williams. Williams shoots, a save by Lynch. 14:09 remaining. Still scoreless at the DF Barnes Arena. Williams with the shot. Nice tip in front by Skinner. Just a little bit too much on it, and that sends it over the net. Pilgrim. Back in. Pilgrim gets it again. Plays it down low to Skinner. Tried to drop it back for Huzzy. Strickland. Skinner trying to get it. Now here's Williams. Dumps it back down low. Lynch. Leaves it behind, and now here come the impact. Joey Green to the net. Still going with the puck. Russell. Down low. In front. Rebound out to the point to Paul Hughes. Saved by Harnham. Another shot by Green. It got tipped in front and just went wide of the goal. Tucker to Pilgrim. Back for Vardy. It took a weird bounce off the boards. That's what gave Connor Huzzy his goal last night. Weird bounce off the boards, and it was in the net, and I guarantee you he's not complaining about that one. Tucker trying to get it back into Philpott. Tucker, toe drag move, tried to go low on Lynch. Parsons with another shot from the blue line, is saved by Lynch. Tucker out for Reed Chafe, and now he tries to get it to Maloney, but it's turned over. Bound. Cutting to the outside lane. Philpott in there as well. Fudge tried to get to it and was given away, and now here's Philpott. Up the middle to Tucker. Oh, nice. Nifty little move there from Tucker. Been a fast first period so far. The Sunday games are usually the most civil ones. They just go out past the puck. They're really sore, I'd say, from playing 2 games already, and it's 2 in less than 24 hours for both of these teams. So the Sunday games are always the most peaceful games between these 2 teams, knock on wood. Here's Lambert. Dumps it down to Harnham, and he's going to cover it up. So the points race this season, Grayson Party still at the top with 12 goals and 11 assists for 23 points in 13 games. Nolan Avery and Andy Knight are just 1 behind him. They each have 22 points. Avery with 8 goals, 14 assists. Knight with 11 goals and 11 assists, both playing 11 games. So they're catching up. Nick Devereaux, 17 points. Noah Bolin, 17 points, and Impact second leading point scorers. Reed Fowler with 17 points. Avery. Knight trying to get to it. Boland looks for it. Strickland trying to bank it off the boards. It's out for Andy Knight, who tried to leave it for Boland. Just wasn't there. Lambert comes in, avoids 2 hits by Williams. Knight ahead to Boland. And now here goes Nolan Avery. Or Matthew Kachuk, as we like to call him. That's his play style. Down to Williams. Devereaux ahead to Andy Knight, who sends it up the middle to Boland. Boland almost dodged the check from Joey Green. Here's Knight with the shot, hit traffic, and now here goes Lambert. Locke dumping it down low. Pilgrim's gonna get to it. Pilgrim up the middle to Boland. Boland back off the boards and into the zone. It's sent ahead to Kearley, given away to Hughes. Pass across to Kearley, who plays it down low. Vardy trying to get to it. It's sent up to Fowler. And now ahead go the Impact. Oh, brought down by Fowler was Tucker. Gotta say, Micah Tucker and Connor Huzzy have been on fire this weekend. I don't know what happened to them, but they got a fire under their bellies, that's for sure. Here's O'Brien. Sent up the middle to Tucker. Banked off the boards and is given away. Fowler to get the Impact on the board first, but is covered up by Hernam. Well, I noticed this morning Brad Kearley is all alone down in his corner today. No Darcy Tucker, Micah Tucker's dad, and no Will Boland, Noah Boland's dad. He's all alone down there. Oh! Off the post. King almost put that one in the back of the net. Got it through traffic. It looked like it went in. Oh, he's not alone anymore. Darcy showed up. So Brad isn't alone. I mean, we probably could have got him up to do color with us. See who's better, him or Dale. We'll have to see. Given across to Skinner. Pass in front to Huzzy. Shoots it wide. Harnett tries to get it up the middle. Brought into the zone, and it is called for offsides. Huzzy wins it out. Keynes tries to get it. And here goes Kosh. Kosh in on net wide. Goes for the wraparound. Williams. Out to the point to King, who shoots it wide. Skinner waits. Tried to send it up the middle. Williams off the board. Skinner redirects it in. Canning tries to get to it. It goes up to Skinner. Michael Skinner back down low. Lynch to Huzzy. Reed Chafe to Huzzy. Back to Williams. Down low Chafe. Ingram looks to bring it into the zone. Kearley brings him down, and it looks like he's going to go to the penalty box, and the Impact are going to be on the power play for the second time this game. Well, I see Mark Sexton is back in the building this morning. Taking some photos. Good to see him in the building once again this morning. I think he's having a bit of FOMO, missing out on the hockey this year. Now that Reese has graduated, he's playing with the junior Celtics. under 21 team. Out to the point to Harnett. Harnett shot from the corner, rebound in front. Harnett with it again. Harnett trying to get it to the net, and the linesman gets in the way. Joey Green gets it back. Green bringing it in on goal here. Green out to the point to Harnett. Harnett comes in. Green gets it. Lambert out to Fowler. Fowler. Green with the shot wide of the net. Maloney tries to clear it out. Going over to Joey Green. Green with a lovely move. He's still going. Green down into the corner. Party looks to collect the puck. Maloney and Fowler. Back to Lambert, and Maloney's going to get it again. Cleared down the ice with 40 seconds left on the power play for the Impact. There goes Canning. Down in his own end, it's Russell to Canning. And now Hughes. Back to Canning. Down low to Ingram, who tries to sneak it past Harnum. Out to the point, Hughes waits. Back to Canning. Down low again, it's in front. Rebound, they try to get to it. O'Brien with a no-nonsense clearance. And we're back to even strength. Up ahead, the Lock. Lock coming in on goal. Pilgrim lifts the stick. Bolin is going to grab it. Lead the charge up the other side. O'Brien tries to get there. Sent up the middle to Williams. To Pilgrim. Sent all the way down the ice, but it is going to be an icing call with 5:22 left to go in the first period. Not very many people here for this Sunday game. I'd say a lot of people are gone to Costco this morning, which is what I hear some of the Central parents do when they come into town. They get their bulk shopping done at Costco, and I can't blame them. A little bit of a shake-up with the lines here. Bolin, O'Brien, and Chafe are together now, rather than Bolin, Knight, and Avery. There's Fowler. Coming to the net, tried to slip it out to Grayson Party. Maloney plays it around the boards, and the play is going to be blown dead because the net is off its moorings. So Fowler kicked off the draw. Locke is going to come in. Bolin won it. Now Andy Knight. Ahead to Avery. Avery with the shot. It's up in the air. Almost goes out of play, but Bolin gets there first. Maloney. Down low. King. Trying to get to it. It's sent up the middle. King to Price. Given away, and it's out in front to Andy Knight, who shoots and scores. Andy Knight with the interception, and he shoots it from the hash marks, and he is now tied for leading point scorer in the NLU18 Major Hockey League. Kosh bringing it in on net. Scooped around. Here's Russell. Shoots it wide. Kosh with the shot. Dragged wide of the net. Avery. Up to Huzzy, and now Williams. Back to Avery. Dumping it down low. It's Vardy who's going to take it. Up to Harnett. And now sent up the middle. Knight to Avery. Avery spin around chance. Turned aside by Lynch. And Avery brings down Harnett, and he's going to go to the penalty box for that. That's a charging call against Avery. So for the third time this game, the Central Impact send out their special teams unit. See if they can get on the board here and tie up this game. So let's see what the Impact can do here. Sending out that power play line. Face off one, and Growlers clear it away right away. Joey Green. Takes it down the side, cuts across, and Micah Tucker gets there. Up the middle to Green. Green dumping it around the boards. Maloney. Cleared down the ice again, and it's left by Lynch for Green. Up the middle, Lambert. Backhand pass to Fowler. Up to Green. Down low, Fowler. Tries to lift the stick. Maloney looking for the puck. Fowler tries to get it. It's dumped off the boards. Huzzy. He's going to clear it all the way down the ice, and Hughes is left to regroup. Over to Fowler, and it hit off the skate of Canning. Fowler up the middle. Parsons looks for the puck. It's turned over, but Debro's going to get there. Debro sent all the way down the ice. Out comes Lynch. Skinner looking to catch him out of his net here. Has it down behind the net. Skinner. Great effort to kill the penalty here. Look at this. Skinner putting his body on the line. No one can get it, but it's fished free by O'Brien, and that's going to be a hand pass. Good job there by Skinner. Great hustle. So just 6 seconds before Nolan Avery comes out of the penalty box. Up the middle, Kosh tries to get it. Debro sent all the way down the ice. He even got a shot on goal, and now Tucker's going to get there. Checks his shoulder. Tried to find Huzzy, who batted it down. That would have been a really nice goal as Avery comes out of the penalty box. Debro, and now Huzzy. Huzzy, and like I said yesterday, ever since that missed penalty shot, I don't know what happened to him, but I think he's on his... He's going out to get some revenge here now. That's why he's playing so well this weekend. 3 goals in 3 games. That penalty shot did wonders for him. Once again, we'd like to thank you all for tuning in throughout this weekend of hockey. It's been a great weekend of hockey so far, and hopefully we'll get a good finish. Oh, looks like the Growlers are on the power play here. as James Strickland went to the penalty box. Sponsor of today's power play is True Hockey, always focused on giving its players the best gear possible. Players like Mitch Marner and Carey Price use True Hockey gear, so you know that the best of the best uses True. Bolin tried to win the draw, cleared all the way down the ice. Harnum comes out of his net to play it. Left for Knight. Andy Knight wants to become the league's leading goal scorer here as he takes it to the net. Knight turns around, Boland. Avery uses the body on Harnett. Devereaux with the shot. Rebound for Andy Knight, who tries to jam it in. Back out to the blue line. Devereaux moves in. Devereaux, pass across to Skinner. They got to get a shot off here. There's 3 seconds remaining. Boland saved by Lynch, and that's going to do it for our first period of play. A great first period of play as Avery and Harnett exchange some words. So, folks, we'll be back once the second period commences. Enjoy your break. Have some brunch. And we'll be back for the second period. All right, everybody, welcome back to the second period of play between the Pinnacle Growlers and the Central Impact. Good first period of play. Pretty evenly matched. Let's see if this second period will be any better. So Growlers on the power play as we head into this second period. And this period is brought to you by NL Kubota. NL Kubota serves you as your official full-line Kubota dealer with large inventory of farm and construction equipment. Remember, there's a store out in Gander and one in St. John's on Nils Way. All right, everybody, both teams ready to go. Growlers on the power play. Let's see what this second period has in store for us. Arnhem and icing against the Impact, and Nolan Avery goes by the linesman and says, great call, thank you. We got to mic these players up sometime. I mean, I think we might regret it when the cursing starts, but we got to mic them up some game, or mic up Trevor Budgell. We could even mic up Brian Casey, too, on the Central Impact bench. Boland. Out for Andy Knight. Knight walks in, shoots, and it goes over the net. Debro starts it at the top. Debro shoots, and somehow Lynch managed to make the save. Avery over to Pilgrim. Down low, Huzzy tries to get it away. Out to Debro. Gives it to Pilgrim, who shoots it. Got tipped in front by Connor Huzzy. Pilgrim to Avery. Avery shoots, blocked, rebound, Huzzy taken down. Back to even strength, Avery. Oh, sends hand to the ground, shoots it over the net. And now Huzzy with the shot from the corner. Almost put it right up on that top shelf. Debro with 3 goals this weekend, including the overtime winner in the first game. He had 2 last night, including one that curved into the net. It looked like it was going wide, and then it started spinning and managed to go into the top corner. I don't even know how he did it. And it'd be even more impressive if he tried to do it. Back down into the corner. Here's Debro. Up for Huzzy. Here's Philpott. Philpott tries to play it in. It's off the boards. Price. Looking for it. Shot by Debro. Couldn't quite curve it into the top corner this time. Pass back, a shot wide. Impact look like they have a bit of life here in this second period. It's only one goal they got to score to get back into the game. They've scored 7 so far this weekend. It's been a high-scoring weekend. The Growlers have got 14 goals. The Impact with 7. Down the ice it goes. Parsons left the chase. Icing is just beat, and now they're going to catch him on a bad change here. Chafe to Philpott. Back to Chafe. Oh, he tried to get it to Huzzy. Huzzy coming in and getting physical on the boards. Huzzy again lays the body. Huzzy brought down by Hughes, and away goes the Impact. Up the middle to Daniel Kearley. Kearley turns back. Pass across to Tucker. And now here's Parsons. Fudge up the middle to Ingram, and it gets through everyone. And now here's Parsons. Pass up ice to Tucker. To O'Brien. O'Brien back in for Tucker. Oh, he tried to get the extra pass to Kearley, who was driving to the net. That's going to go all the way down for an icing call with 15:53 left to go in the second period. Pretty civil period of hockey so far. Tucker down to O'Brien. Out to Williams. Williams back down around the boards to Tucker, and he left it behind, but Hanrahan takes it over. Hanrahan and Kirby with another save on the bench. He got 2 saves on the bench this weekend. So we'd like to thank our sponsor, Jungle Gyms. Jungle Gyms Eateries are a local chain of casual restaurants focused on making their guests happy. Swing on in to Jungle Gyms, several locations all around the island. So it should be pretty easy to find a Jungle Gyms location near you. Canes kicked it out, and it's given away in front. Oh my goodness! Hernum with a wonderful glove hand save. That was a huge save to keep the Impact off the board. Hasn't been very much flashy stuff so far this game. It's been a pretty traditional game of hockey, but that's the first kind of highlight reel we've seen so far this game. King looks for it. Skinner to Huzzy. Out to the point to Devereaux. Devereaux, oh, given away. It's Aiden Locke, who tries to chase it down. Oh, and Locke went for Devereaux there, a tangle of legs, and they both went down, and it looks like the Growlers are going to be on the power play. Reverse hit on Aiden Locke, and they'll go to the penalty box, and Skinner and Noah Bound tied up in a little something down by the boards. And the Skinners headed to the penalty box. Bound in the box. Aiden Locke And I thought that Aiden Locke was headed to the box. Looks like he isn't. Oh, so Noah Bound is gonna get the penalty. I think Bound might be in there for... Bound could be in there for 4 minutes because he was pushing and shoving with Skinner after the whistle. Yeah, so Fudge is going to serve the penalty. Bound is going to be in there for 4 minutes. Vardy tries to clear, and he does. Avery going to chase it. Up for Andy Knight. Bringing it in. Boland on the backside. Knight still going with it. Out to Devereaux. Devereaux back to Andy Knight. Knight tried to send it out in front to Boland. Boland walks in, save, rebound out in front. And it almost trickled past Lynch. Devereaux with the shot, turned aside by Lynch. Ladies and gentlemen, this power play is brought to you by Always in Vogue, known for their remarkable quality and style. Quality and services is always at their forefront, and that is located at 167 Water Street. 1:11 left to go on the power play. 13:44 left to go in the second period. Devereaux, Andy Knight steps in. Knight shoots, save by Lynch. Rebound in front, no one could find it. And now, look at this. Russell chasing it down. He just put a little bit too much on it. And now he's pinned in the corner. Devereaux gonna get there. No, it's given away to Hanrahan. Boland waits. Devereaux looks to get it. Devereaux, nice little spin move. Pass across to Andy Knight. In front, Boland with the shot. Another save by Lynch. Up the middle, Avery to Pilgrim. Back to Avery. Andy Knight. Across to Pilgrim. Down low to O'Brien. Avery over to Pilgrim, and we're back to even strength. Oh, and Tucker takes a spill, and now Hanrahan fans on the pass and dumps it down low. Fowler to Parsons, and now to Pilgrim. Played off the boards. Tucker flips it forward, but Canning is going to take it back into the zone, and he dumped it in. Pilgrim intercepted it. Tucker. Pass up the middle. It's Lincoln Canning who shoots from the corner, saved by Harnham. Out for Price. Shot redirected in front. Here's Boland. Boland still going. Looks like there's a delayed penalty here for the impact on that slash against Noah Boland. Down low to Philpott. We got Pilgrim out at the point, and there's the whistle. Skinner and Bound come out of the penalty box. And in goes Lincoln Canning. It's 2 for slashing. Well, this power play is brought to you by Freshwater Motorplex. Freshwater Motorplex has been an award-winning, thriving, family-owned and operated business for 37 years. They have all your outdoor needs like quads, side-by-sides. I think they have skidoos there as well. So I think it's skidoo season now. So if you're looking for a skidoo, Head on over to Freshwater Motorplex. Oh, it's given away. Here's Grayson Party racing in. He's in alone. Oh, what a stop by Harnum. Another huge save from him. And he's been the reason why the Growlers have had the lead here in this game. Huzzy with Philpott wide open. Philpott. Maloney. Holding. Giving it to Pilgrim. Waiting. Shoots just wide of the net. Vardy out to the point. Pilgrim. To Chafe. Back over to Maloney and saved by Lynch. Low-scoring affair so far between the two teams. Netminders have been the stars of the game so far in this one. Shot on net, rebound wide. Avery tried to get there, and it's cleared down the ice again by the Impact. Avery leaves it behind for Andy Knight. Knight tried to give it up the middle. Here goes Debro. Debro coming in. Oh, lovely move. Andy Knight shoots. Lynch gets the blocker on it. Knight out to the point to Debro. Down low. In front to Bolin. Still trying to kick it free. Bolin and Andy Knight had to decide if they were going to go play their gold medal soccer game or come play with the Growlers, and they decided to come play with the Growlers today. So out comes Canning from the penalty box as Locke tries to chase, and I believe that Gonzaga game is happening right now. The first half just concluded. Not quite sure what the score is, but I know the game started at 11:30. Here's Ingram, back to Fudge. Fudge steps in and shoots wide of the net. Out in front, oh, Harnum almost lost it, and we got another brawl happening here in the net this time. Does that count for a goal, folks? A fight in the net? Gonna be a ton of penalties handed out here now, and both of these teams just gotta keep their cool. Yesterday was an emotional game for the Growlers especially, and it looks like it's spewing over. Actually, once we turned off the cameras of the game yesterday, there was almost a fight after the game as well. So, I mean, the tensions were pretty high. It looks like it's a little bit cooled down, at least here today. That's why the handshake line is so special in hockey. After you beat around each other the whole game, push each other around, then you go and handshake the player and say, good game. Here goes Ben O'Brien. So Avery and Locke were sent to the penalty box. So not only is Avery in the race for leading goal scorer, he also leads the league in penalty minutes. So he really is Matthew Tkachuk. Here's Hughes with the shot blocked in front. Tucker tries to get it. Canning. On the boards, Fudge. Looks for Canning in there. Williams trying to get the puck. Still pinned up against the boards. It's only a matter of time before the ref blows the whistle. They finally get it free. It's Canning. Scored the first goal for the Impact every time they played the Growlers this season. So the Impact can't score until Lincoln Canning scores. Dump down low, it's Paul Hughes. Up and into the bench, and it hit Johnny Call right in the throat. Jeff Weber ran right over to check to see if he's okay. So Weber's going to take Call to the locker room. So we hope he will be okay. It's got to hurt getting that puck flying at you right in the throat, but sure he's got many of those before, both as a player and as a coach. A lot of pucks have gone into the bench this week, I've noticed. Well, folks, you might be wondering why the netminders are playing so good. Maybe it's because of our sponsors, Rock Solid Goaltending, which is co-owned by Pinnacle Growlers goalie coach Mike O'Brien. They've worked with the likes of Jake Allen, so they've got experience, and they know what they're doing to the netminders to make them the best they are. Here's Fowler, breaks it out, and now it's Grayson Pardy. Pardy coming to the net, it goes to Kosh. Back down low for Pardy. Up for Connor Huzzy. Out to the blue line to Strickland, who shoots wide of the net. Skinner banks it off the boards, given away in front. Fowler scores! Reed Fowler out of the box and on the board, and it's 1-1. Central have tied the game. So for the first time this season, Lincoln Canning hasn't scored the opening goal for the Impact against the Growlers. Reed Fowler right off the boards. Thumps it into the back of the net. Lambert dumping it in on goal. Harnum is going to cover it up. Russell ties up Philpott, but Reed Chafe jumped in. Devereaux gets it back in front. Got the deflection, almost put it up and over Lynch. Devereaux up for Chafe. Banked off the boards. Lambert sends it ahead and cleared down into the corner. Hanrahan up the middle. Dumped in by Russell, banked off the boards. Devereaux sent up to Reed Chafe. To Philpott, and now Devereaux. Back to Philpott. Dumping it down low. All the way down the ice it goes. Ingram. Coming in on goal, a shot, rebound out in front. Chafe. Up the middle for Andy Knight. Knight, oh, great move, almost got the finish. Williams in from the point, rebound in front, and it's cleared away. Great effort by Andy Knight. That would have been a thing of beauty if he managed to score that one. It's been a pretty fast game so far. These afternoon games, like I said, just kind of out here, probably a little bit sore. Just, this is the relaxing game of the weekend. Oh, and Johnny Call is back over on the bench, which we're happy to see. Hopefully that won't affect his yelling abilities as the players go up and down the ice, so we're glad he is okay and back on the bench. Actually, fun fact about Johnny Call and Nathan Hutchins, my mom taught them both in high school. Mom, how old are you? No, I'm only kidding. Got a pretty dirty look then. I might get grounded, folks. I might not be able to call the games next weekend after that. No, I'm only kidding, but Mom knows them pretty well, and she had quite the reunion with them against Western. They came over and visited and reminisced about the good old days. Party with the wraparound, and Harnum sandwiches that one in between the post. Here's Knight. Up ahead for Avery. Tried to tie up Strickland to get the puck behind him. Pilgrim pins Luck up against the boards. Luck trying to shift away. Now Bolin using his edges and sends it up the middle. Knight leaves it on a silver platter for Bolin, and he brings it into the zone. Green with a great pass all the way up the ice. It just bounced over Fowler's glove. Fowler looking for his second of the game there on that attack. Williams all the way down the ice it goes. Left for Price. Parsons banked off the boards. Avery tries to get it. Sent ahead. Kosh brings it in. Kearley to Russell. Kearley dumping it down into the zone. Here's Strickland. Up the ice to Kosh. And now here's Russell going to try to chase it down. Maloney's going to get there first. Lambert to Russell. Turned over at center. It's O'Brien and Tucker. O'Brien, Tucker scores! Micah Tucker, the Growlers pull in front. Just like that, the Growlers jump back in front. Great interception, lovely counterattack, and Tucker with a great finish to put the Growlers ahead by one. With 2:51 left to go in the second period. Passed across to Maloney. O'Brien is going to chase it. Here's Tucker. That was his second goal of the weekend. O'Brien trying to get to it. Still trying to kick it free. It's Tucker. And referee lost sight of the puck, and he'll blow the whistle. Tucker out in front to Kearley. Here's O'Brien. Out to Parsons. To O'Brien. O'Brien trying to get it on goal. Kearley out to the point to Parsons. Shoots wide of the net. O'Brien to Tucker. O'Brien looks for it. It goes around the boards. Parsons has it out at the point. Down to Tucker. Tucker twisting away on the boards. Sends it to O'Brien, and he tries to get it up into the middle, but it's given away, and now here's Ingram. Ingram, lovely move to the net. And Harnum somehow hangs on, and again, tensions have boiled over. The extra poke at Harnum, once he covered it up, was enough to make everyone go crazy. It's always when you touch the netminder after the whistle, and everyone always tries to go after you. I think everyone can say that from experience. So 4 minutes. Blake Maloney is off to the penalty box for. So the Impact can score 2 goals off this power play. And the face-off is going to be outside of the Growlers zone here, so the Impact got to start from back there. Party sent up the middle. Canes tries to get it. Green has it in his own end. Green sent ahead to Fowler. Fowler comes to the net. Rebound, Kosh. Out in front, they jam away. And Harnum manages to hang on again. Out to the face-off dot, it's Fowler. Lambert. Back to Fowler. Fowler still keeping it in, but Devereaux is going to send it out. Green up to Kosh. Now here goes Party. Party coming to the net. Party cuts back. Given away. Green. Over to Fowler. Up the middle to Party. And now Lambert brings it in, and it's called for offsides. 2:51 left to go on the Blake Maloney penalty. Ingram comes in on goal. Ingram still going to shot, saved by Harnum with 18 seconds left to go. Sent all the way down the ice. Strickland gonna chase. Just 10 seconds remaining here in this second period of play. Gotta do something fast, but it looks like the clock isn't gonna be in their favor. So the final score after 2 is 2 for the Growlers and 1 for the Impact. Folks, we'll be back once the third period commences. Don't go anywhere, because that one will be a doozy. All right, everybody, welcome back to the third and final period of play of the weekend between the Pinnacle Growlers and the Central Impact. The final score after two was 2-1. So let's see if the Impact can tie the game here in the third period. Both teams making their way back out onto the ice. So Impact making their way back out first. So later today, there's another AAA game here at DF Barnes Arena at 4:30. The Eastern Red Wings and the Tri-Pen Osprey are playing each other. That's U13 AAA. So lots of AAA action here at DF Barnes Arena to get the season started. So this should be a doozy of a third period. Impact on the power play for 2 more minutes because that was a 4-minute penalty. So let's see what they can do, and let's see if the Growlers can kill off this penalty. We got 20 minutes to keep this lead. Can they do it? Only time will tell. This period of play is brought to you by NL Kubota. For all your farming, mowing, and any outdoor needs you have, go to NL Kubota with 2 stores on the island, 1 in St. John's and 1 out in Central in Gander. O'Brien dumps it back down low. Green with it down behind the net, left it behind. Up the middle it goes. Kosh driving to the net. Fowler up there as well. Pass over to Green, and Green couldn't get there. Green looks for it, gets it. Tries to play it up ice. O'Brien redirects it up and over the glass with 19:23 remaining in the third period. Kearley down low. Joey Green is going to get it. Left behind for Party. Party up the middle for Kearley. Shoots and saved by Lynch. So Impact having a bit of trouble getting their wheels going to start off this third period. But there's still plenty of time left to play, and they only got to score 1 goal. So let's see if they can do it. Over to Canning. Sent up the middle, Tucker. Tucker back out to Pilgrim, who sends it all the way down. Ingram. Over to Hughes. Up the middle, Russell. And we got a penalty coming up here. It's a hooking call against Zach Russell. And now it's going to be 4-on-4 for a minute. This power play is brought to you by Pinnacle Office Solutions. Pinnacle Group of Companies in Newfoundland is Newfoundland's only total business solution company offering end-to-end office products and services while paying close attention to detail for each and every client. They're also a part of the name of the Pinnacle Growlers as well. Up the middle, Noah Boland. to Fowler. Tries to get it. Green has it down behind the net. Green brings it up the other side. Green with the shot goes wide of the net. Here's Knight, left behind for Pilgrim. Up to Andy Knight. Knight coming in. Green gets his stick lifted. Pilgrim drops it off for Williams. And now here's Reed Fowler looking for his second of the game, and he scores! Reed Fowler has got another 4-on-4 hockey, and he finds the back of the net again. The Impact have tied the game. Great goal by Fowler. Picked that same corner again. And the Impact have tied the game 4-on-4. Tried to get it up to Knight. Maloney comes out of the box, and now the Growlers are on the power play. Devereaux tried to leave it behind for Andy Knight. Knight to Skinner. Out to the blue line for Devereaux. Skinner to Andy Knight, back to Skinner, who shoots. It's blocked and cleared down the ice by the Impact. Here's Knight, bringing it down the side. Knight out for Devereaux. Devereaux shoots. Oh, it hit Skinner right in the face. Skinner is down. Weber comes out to check on him. So it looks like Skinner will be okay. Hopefully he'll get back out there quickly. So 16:41 remaining. 6 seconds left on the Growlers' power play. Seems like they gotta clean up something down there on the ice. Devereaux comes in on net, shoots, blocked by Vardy. Back out front, O'Brien was waiting. We're back to even strength. Fudge takes it up. Philpott. Ahead, Canning turns around and fires it on net, but it was blocked. Maloney sent up the middle. Here's Chafe across the Philpott. And it goes into O'Brien. Trying to send it in, banked off the boards. Maloney. Up the middle to Philpott. To O'Brien. Tries to get to it, and Maloney looking to take the puck away from Price, but Price is going to get there first. Philpott tried to backhand it in, dump back into the corner. Maloney. Up to Philpott and dumped into the corner. King is going to get there. King with a pass ahead. Party to Canes. There goes Knight. Drop back for Parsons. Now Pilgrim to Green. Ahead to Fowler and redirected in. Fowler with it again. Backhand pass up to Andy Knight. Knight creeps in, curls to the outside, and he goes, turning on the Jets as he takes it to the net. Almost brought down there by Strickland. Green out to Huzzy. Huzzy helps get it out to Parsons, and now Huzzy gets it back again. Huzzy, oh, losing Strickland. Huzzy wriggling away from Green. Huzzy down low to Andy Knight. Pilgrim gloves it down again, and it's turned over. Reed Fowler comes up the other way. Fowler, great move. Fowler, great pass, and it's gone right up through the middle. And now it's Andy Knight. Pass to Huzzy. Williams trying to get the puck away from Russell. Debro up to Kearley. Trying to clear it now. Luck looks to get it from Debro. Debro over to Kearley. Dumping it down low. Debro and Tucker are going to pressure. Williams banks it off the boards. Debro tries to send it up the middle. Here's O'Brien. Tucker gets around one. Battling with Vardy. Vardy intercepts, almost cleared it away. O'Brien to Kearley. Turned over, and now here goes Hughes. Paul Hughes bringing it in, giving away. It's O'Brien. Ben O'Brien coming in, still with it. O'Brien still with it. Shot wide of the net. Haven't had a whistle in a long time. O'Brien out in front. It looks like we're going to get one here. Lynch with the save, and again some pushing and shoving after the whistle. So this Growlers penalty kill is sponsored by Frontier Subsea. Frontier Subsea and its employees have built a solid reputation around innovative thinking, equipment delivery, technical sound solutions, and safe execution. And an extra little fun fact there for you. That's Leo Avery's dad's company as well. Leo Avery plays for the, or is AP for the Pinnacle Growlers. Got plenty of games with them so far this season. Kosh. Down low. Maloney lays the body. Knight. Cleared all the way down the ice, and it's Joey Green who's going to take it up. Green. Over to Party. Party bringing it back in, and it's cleared down the ice by Pilgrim. Huzzy looks for it. Chafe dancing around, and here goes Green. Green with a shot from the blue line. Huzzy pins Lambert up against the boards. It goes to Fowler. Fowler back over to Lambert with the shot, low side, and his stick is broken in half. Out to the blue line to Fowler. Party shoots. Saved by Harnham with 11:04 left to go and 30 seconds left on the Connor Huzzy penalty. Once again, we'd like to thank you all for joining us this weekend. It's been a great weekend of hockey and a great game here today. Debro with Huzzy, who tries to clear. Hughes walks in, gives it across to Strickland, wide of the net. Out for Hughes again. Hughes, Ingram, wide. Strickland down low, and we got a penalty coming up here for the Growlers. They're in heavy penalty trouble now. It's going to be a 5-on-3 for 4 seconds. Oh no, wait a minute. This is a penalty for Strickland. It looked like it would be a Growler going to the penalty box. So now it's going to be 4-on-4 for 4 seconds. And this power play is brought to you by Sportscraft, Source for Sports. All your needs from hockey all the way to softball. They're one of the biggest sports retailers in Canada. Actually, there's a Source for Sports store really close to DF Burns Arena, up on Rope Walk Lane, I believe. So if someone forgets their Long Johns, just go buy a new pair over at Sportscraft Source for Sports, just a couple of minutes away. So that's going to be a 4-minute penalty for James Strickland. And the Growlers have a really good opportunity to take the lead here. Avery, Debro off the netting. Well, don't forget, next weekend, 2 Pinnacle Growler games. They play Tri-Pen Friday and Saturday. No Sunday game next weekend. So no brunch with Seth Hyde next weekend. Maybe we should make that a podcast. Dumped all the way down the ice. I'd get to eat and talk. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that, does it? Here's Debro. Left behind for Knight. Almost given away, but Debro manages to scoop it in. Taken by Knight. Slipped it out in front. Parsons walks in and shoots just wide. Debro shoots, and it goes up and over the glass, and a nice snag by a parent down behind the glass there. Scott Kirby got some competition for the best save while not playing on the ice. Oh, Dr. Kirby goes down to check on Johnny Call. So Johnny Call just went into the locker room again, and Dr. Kirby went down to check on him. Goodness, she should start charging for that. That's 2 nights in a row she's gone down to the dressing room, but we're lucky we have a doctor in the building. And as I mentioned last night, Dr. Kirby, my family doctor, so I don't think there's anyone better to get in the dressing room to check up on someone. Parsons out in front. Parsons is going to get it again. Philpott to O'Brien. Dropped it back for Parsons. Going around the boards, and it's Russell leading the charge on a 2-on run with Hanrahan. Russell with the shot. Harnham with the save, and it goes up and over the glass and into the crowd. Well, this game has really had it all. Lots of penalties, couple of goals, nice saves, some hits. It's been a pretty thrilling game so far. So 2 minutes exactly left on the Impact, the Growlers power play, the Impact penalty kill. Maloney drops it off for Huzzy. Huzzy taking it up the other way. Drops it out. Debro off the netting again. Well, a quick little shout out to a Central Impact alumni, their leading point scorer last year, Alex Kellaway, who's gone away with the Rockland Nationals. He currently has 2 points in 7 games with them so far this season. So little shout out to that Central Impact alumni, and he was a key piece in their run to the finals last year. Tucker has it down low. Maloney gets it on the boards. It's Debro who sizes up what he can do. Great pass across to Tucker. Sent in the middle to Huzzy. Sent down the ice by Harnum, and it is going to be an icing call. So here we go, 56 seconds left to go on the power play for the Growlers. Impact doing a great job of killing it so far. Andy Knight brings it up the other way. Price intercepts. Debro tries to get it. Great hustle by Russell, dumping it down low, and that also rhymes. Russell turning away from Avery. Avery caught enough on him to send him to the ground. Maloney across for Bolin. Up the middle it goes to Andy Knight. Back to Debro. And it's a backdoor feed to Bolin. Out to the blue line to Debro. Debro shoots, tipped and goes over the net. Avery from the corner, off the side of the goal, and we're back to even strength. Locke clears it down the ice. Pilgrim gonna chase. That's out in front to Locke, saved by Harnum, and that's going to be a goaltender interference call as Avery sends it ahead to Andy Knight. It got under his stick. So the Growlers are going to go back on the power play just as the Impact killed it off, and Harnum rushes over to the bench. He looks a little bit shaken up. I'd say he got the wind knocked out of him. Those are always the weird penalties, the goaltender interference calls. And with 6:08 left to go, the Growlers are on the power play, and this is a huge opportunity for them to make something happen. Pilgrim ripped on net, hit a body and went wide. Out to Tucker, and a save by Lynch. So what a opportunity here for the Growlers to take the lead late in this third period. Tucker looking for it on the boards, trying to send it out to O'Brien. Back down low, a shot on Lynch. He thought he had it in his pad. And it's given in front to O'Brien. Saved by Lynch. Maloney with the shot, thinking about the number 5 last year, Liam Hodder, who is playing with the St. John's Senior Capitals. So Maloney got a good number there, taking over for Growlers legend, I guess you could say, Liam Hodder. Played back down low to Kearley. Sent it in front to Tucker. Maloney slowly creeps in from the blue line. Sent all the way down the ice. Pilgrim left the chase. Sent up the middle to Riggy Chafe. Walking in, down to Huzzy. Huzzy out to Pilgrim. Pass across to Devereaux, shot, rebound for Philpott, covered up by Lynch. Well, now that we gave a shout out to a former Impact player, we got to give a shout out to a former Growler player, Matty Butler, who had a phenomenal rookie year with the Growlers, his only year with the Growlers. Went away to play with Shattuck St. Mary, U16 AAA, put up 63 points in 57 games, and then he got drafted to the Q in Charlottetown, where he has 6 points in 10 games with a goal and 5 assists. He has 4 points in his last 5 games, so he has had a great start to the year up in the Q, and hopefully we'll be seeing him playing pro hockey someday, whether that's in the NHL, Europe, or even here with the Newfoundland Growlers. We're definitely all rooting for him here in Newfoundland and Labrador. Back to even strength now. Shot, and it hits the netting again. With 4:01 left to go. Last night it was the icing, and now it's the puck that keeps going out of play. If this was baseball, there'd be a lot of home runs. So here we go, 4:01 left. Offensive zone face-off for the Growlers. What a beautiful day it is here in St. John's. I'm sure a lot of these parents are excited to get outside, take off those winter hats and winter coats, and enjoy the warm, nice weather that we're having. Andy Knight almost trickled it in. Devereaux shoots, rebound out for Boland. Couldn't get to it. Strickland clears it out, and it goes into the bench again. So fans starting to get excited here with 3:37 left to go. We could very well see overtime for the second time this weekend. Knight shoots, Lynch saves. Give a shout out to our sponsors, Attain Fitness. The services they offer is physiotherapy, massage therapy, strength and conditioning, group training, and nutrition. Want to book now? Call 709-576-2288, and it's located on 9 Austin Street in St. John's. Attain Fitness sponsor loads of sports teams in Newfoundland and Labrador, so I'm sure you've 100% heard of them before. Avery tries to get it. Here's Fowler looking for a hat trick. Fowler down low, sent it out in front to Party, just couldn't get there. Parsons to Avery, to Boland. Here he goes, Noah Boland with Andy Knight going to the back post. Boland wide. Pilgrim over to Boland. Boland trying to get it, and it's poked free. Here goes Lambert. Lambert shoots just over the net. Hughes with the shot, and Harnham with the save. Also, Attain Fitness is Jeff Weber's company, the trainer for the Growlers. Away goes Daniel Kearley. Back into the zone. Debro's going to get it. Leaving it behind for Kearley. Now it goes up the middle to Micah Tucker. Turned over at center. Lambert tries to get it. Drew Caines brings it in. Pilgrim sent up the middle. Played off the boards by Caines. Dumped down low. Pilgrim is going to get to it. Sent up to Huzzy. Off the boards, Green. Green turns around and shoots it. Back into the corner. Party is going to take it. Here's Locke. Plays it in. Huzzy is going to get there. Huzzy tried to get it. Vardy dumped it back in. Cleared all the way down the ice. Icing waved off. Strickland to Vardy. Down to our final minute of play here in the third period. Fowler dumps it down low. Grayson Party down behind the net. Debro pins it up against the boards, and it's freed on the side by Tucker. Up the middle, here's Vardy. Maloney up to Huzzy, who chips it in. Hughes gets there first. Just 20 seconds remaining. O'Brien has it down low, tried to get it to Huzzy. Impact try to clear. Batted down by Maloney, and it is going to be a high sticking call with 13.1 left to go. Maloney leaves it behind, and can they get one last chance here? Knight dumps it down, and it's an icing call with 3.7 seconds remaining. Impact call a timeout. So the same situation as it was for the Growlers on Friday night. They got an icing call, face off in the zone with 5 seconds left. This time it's 3 seconds left. So let's see if Central can draw something up. So here we go. Impact could really put the dagger in the hearts of the Growlers if they get one in the back of the net here. There we go. Look at this Growlers play here. 3 on one side. It's out to Hughes, to Green. Oh, what a stop by Harnham. And for the second time this weekend, we are going to overtime. Harnham with a huge save at the buzzer. And I think that could be a turning point in this game, going into overtime, a morale booster for the Growlers. Again, I said this on Friday, that I've never seen a shootout in under 18 AAA. Never seen it happen. It always ended in overtime. So let's see if that'll be the case here tonight. Or today, sorry. mean, it does get pretty dark pretty early here now. So let's see if Nick Devereaux will be hailed a hero for the second time this week, or can Grayson Party get his second overtime winner of the year? Who will the hero be? Let us know down below. Second time this weekend, we go to overtime at DF Barnes Arena. And of course, this overtime period is sponsored by NL Kubota. NL Kubota serves you as your official full-line Kubota dealer. Here we go, overtime at the DF Barnes Arena. My name is Seth Hyde. Glad to have you joining us for what has been a stellar game and a stellar weekend. Here's O'Brien. Across to Huzzy. Looking to continue his goal streak here as he brings it into the zone. Connor Huzzy looked to slip it across to O'Brien. Devereaux waits at the point. Devereaux moves in. Devereaux shoots, and it goes up and over the net. Devereaux gloves it down. Green pins him up against the boards. He manages to spit it out to Huzzy. Out to O'Brien. To Devereaux. Devereaux shot, and oh, where is it? Oh, Lynch with the save. It was tipped in front by Huzzy, and it just trickled past Lynch and went right on the goal line. That was a close call for the impact. If only we had an overhead camera, we'd be able to have a good look at that one. That was close. So let's see what happens here. Bolin, Knight, and Avery. The power line is out there. Casey counters that by putting Joey Green out, so the Growlers don't have a defenseman on the ice, but the Impact do. So let's see what happens here. Joey Green out in front. Oh my goodness! Jesse Harnum hung him to dry like a flake of salt fish. And now it's Knight who scores! Andy Knight is your hero tonight. Andy Knight going straight to Jesse Harnum. Get your brooms out, folks. The Growlers have swept the Impact. Harnum needs to get credited for the assist on that one. Andy Knight is now the leading point scorer in the league. Well, what a weekend of hockey. 2 overtime games, and it's been a rough weekend. Lots of penalties, lots of fights, lots of goals. No better weekend of hockey than this one, folks. The Growlers win this one for Jack Chafe once again in overtime. We wish him a speedy recovery. We wish Johnny Call a speedy recovery after getting that puck to the neck. And folks, what a weekend of hockey. Thank you so much for the support. Great games this weekend from both of these teams. Be sure to be kind to one another, stay safe, and we will see you next time.